Hey everybody. Thanks for joining.
Chocolate? No, I just cut up some cucumber.
Hey Wild Irish Duck. Yeah, I'll do that. Follow for follow. How's everybody doing tonight? Okay, so we are in Arcadia now. Well, let's walk over here, explore this area.
Christ, is somebody there? Hey, can you help me, man? Can you help me out? Oh, Jesus, God, somebody help! Christ, is somebody there? Hey, can you help me, man? Can you help me out? Oh, Jesus, God, somebody help!
What happened here? This is why you should drink.
Christ, is somebody there?
Seems like some poor blighters have started seeing ghosts. Ghosts? Ryan tells me it's a side effect of this plasmic business. One poor sod's memory is getting passed on to another through genetic sampling. Leaks, lunatics, rebellion, and now bleeding ghosts. Ain't life in rapture, Grant?
Jesus, God, somebody help!
a cool looking mask. Guy's definitely playing with fire.
Beautiful.
That was really rude of you, dude. We can do drugs. Makes sense. Guy's injecting chloroform or some sort of solution in his veins. Who's your Atlas? Who is Atlas? I don't know.
Today, Arcadia was closed off to all but paying customers. The man hires me to build a forest at the bottom of the ocean and then turns a walk in the woods into a luxury. Ryan asked, should a farmer not be able to sell his food? Is a potter not entitled to a profit from his pots? I started to argue with the man, and then I remembered who signed my checks. The only thing worse than a hypocrite is an unemployed one.
This is true. Unemployed hypocrite is definitely not going to get you nowhere. Well, let's see what we got. I definitely need to be able to absorb the slots. Check it out a little more.
Guess it was. Okay. Sometimes I forget we can build a witch. I go by
Easy cheesy.
That's cute. Real cute. Oh, honey! Honey! Give me some meds! When is a fever not a fever? When I say it isn't!
Easy cheesy. Hey, Squad. Oh man, I'm killing your name. I'm sorry about that. Hydrate, huh? Yeah, I need to get a drink. I got a drink at least. How are you doing tonight? Wind Love None. Hey, Love. Thanks for joining. M. Shaw. Love. Yes. Posture check. Oh yeah, my back is killing me. I wonder what's up with the rubber hose. Makes you feel a little dirty. Gotta get back. Ooh, look, dollars, money. Let's see. I always feel like I'm missing something. How are you doing today, Love None? Uh-oh.
Run! Run! They're coming!
Oh man, that sucks. What do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking? Invent items? What is this? Yeah, work sucks. Oh, well, that ain't too bad. I mean, it still sucks, but at least it's a good job. You know, guaranteed work. Everybody gets sick. Everybody needs medicine. So, I mean, good way to look at it is at least you will always be busy. Also, I'm pretty sure it pays pretty good if you do all your education, right? Or am I wrong? I know there's good pharmacy techs and there's bad ones, but I know that if you do your education, you can get somewhere. The UN machine allows you to take some of Rapture's random garbage, rubber hose, steel screws, and turn them into useful items. Most of these are only rarely, if ever, elsewhere in Rapture. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just January. Everyone's insurance. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you know what? That never made sense to me how people can get so stupid, you know, on insurance. Like, if you look at insurance, you should know your coverage. Like, I feel like if you've been on this planet for like 25 years, you know, you should kind of understand how insurance works. But most people don't. And yeah, I knew it was a decent paid job because there's a lot of safety and risk involved with it. So did you have to go to school for that, or did you get hired in and just slowly work your way through, you know, the years?
They talk, but in the end they've got nothing to offer society. Just more mouths to feed.
So how busy was it today? I mean, it's Saturday, right? Yeah, today's Saturday, so just pretty much full time. Okay, so in hospitals you do have to be certified? I thought so, but I wasn't sure. At least you didn't have to go to school to learn. Education costs so much money. You never really get the money back. Oh my god.
the gathering dark, you light a candle. You have saved the little ones when you might have shown your cruelty. I am sending something your way to demonstrate our fact.
Oh, that's nice of this lady. A teddy bear at the gardener's garden. So are you just like moving up in that level in as a pharmacy tech?
Oh, I'm ready for dream time, Mr. Bubbles.
Let's save this, because yesterday we lost all our progress. Yeah, being home and working is really cool. I wish I could do that. Unfortunately, my job will never let me do that. But that's okay. I can't complain.
It's just a bad quarter. No, that's all. That market will come back, huh? Yeah, everything will be fine. Yeah, it'll all be fine.
That worked out. It's a lateral move. It's the mail order portion of the company. The meds get filled at the central location and shipped from there. But the work for me will still include the data entry, the bill entry. I mean, still, it's kind of a cool job, though. You don't have to actually like get up and run to an office. So I mean, that's kind of cool. Guy's face at. I'm so lost in these gardens. Like I feel like I'm going in circles. Oh, she left me a present.
Time for a nap, sweet angel.
Got myself a present. 200 atoms, a nerve safe cracker, and electric. Oh yeah, well, that's true too. That's the worst part about being a pharmacy tech is normally the people who come to see you are not doing too well. One of Hacksmart's more popular office safe cracker lets you into places that they want to keep you out of. Huh, that's kind of cool. There's a slot, please. I don't know what I'm gonna put there.
Throw objects at foes. You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
That's not exactly what I wanted, but you know what? I will take whatever I can get. Oh, cool. I still don't want that one. Launches splicers in the air and hurts so badly on the way down. You take less damage from fire and inflict more damage when you use fire. Okay. I mean, that's kind of cool. Oh my god, they gave me a lot this time. You made a burst of electricity. I mean, I still need to buy that one. I already have the number 2. Yeah. What the hell? And definitely want that. I guess, which one should I go with? I really barely ever get caught on fire, so I don't know if that wouldn't be a good idea to even waste my time with. Vending expert, I mean, that gives me better prices, but I don't know. I got 20 left. I gotta make it work the best. I don't know. Well, this might be a better one. Are you kidding me? Oh, well, that's interesting. Well.
In the garden we are growing, many changes will be flowing. If you wanna be amazing, see the flowers we are raising.
So you're in the United States, I'm guessing, right? That's good. Yeah, I like the United States. I live in Ohio myself. Dual citizenship. My mom and dad are from Germany. Oh yeah, that's right, Buffalo. I'll eventually remember that. Eventually. Did you guys end up getting any snow or no?
Gregory, Don't come whining to me about market forces, and don't expect me to punish citizens for showing a little initiative. If you don't like what Fontaine is doing, well, I suggest you find a way to offer a better product.
Yeah, it's 18 degrees here. I believe it feels like it's 4 outside right now. So, what the heck? Yeah, I think we have another snowstorm rolling in tonight in Ohio. It sucks. I really hope it misses us, but I don't expect it to us. Woo! Oh no. Oh, that sucked. need to get to a vending machine. That's the only bad thing about those voiceovers is you don't actually hear the cameras.
They've chosen to side with Atlas and his bandits. So there are no innocents. There are heroes, and there are criminals.
Oh, so you weren't here last night, but in the middle of doing this, the second chapter, the game froze after I had saved. About maybe a minute later, it froze and it wiped all my save points out. So if you see me saving a lot, that's because I don't want to lose my save points. Yeah, so literally I lost 3 hours. The whole first day, I lost about half of that. So the first day when you tuned in, I lost half of that, plus the 2.5 hours I had already put into it the next day. So yeah, it really sucked. And then I found out it's a known glitch in the game, and the developers don't want to fix it. Yeah, I ended up looking up. I looked it up yesterday and found that out. So yeah, that sucked. Oh, I was pissed. Go back to yesterday's video. You'll hear how ticked off I was. I was so mad. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, how did I lose all that? Because like I said, the game was good and I was going well, and then the sound just cut out of the game. I'm like, that's weird. So I was like, ignored. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna save really quick and we'll go ahead and exile the game and start over. As I saved, after I saved, the game completely like glitched up and then shut down. And when it did, it wiped out everything. I was mad. Oh, I was so mad. So then I prayed that I could get it back. I came live twice yesterday for a few minutes trying to recover it, and I couldn't recover it. And then I found out on Reddit that it's a known glitch ever since they did the remaster on this game. It's a glitch that they can't figure out how to fix, where you just randomly lose your save points. So, not cool at all. They should honestly fix it, but I doubt they will. You know, it doesn't bother them, so they're not going to fix it. Okay. Uh-oh.
You're always sneezing. I can see death floating in the air. Oh, quick! Someone shut the door!
Liquid nitrogen.
Reminds us we all make choices, but in the end, our choices
Keep
make
neglecting,
us.
we'll make a day of it. I just adore the summertime.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
I don't even believe I have a flamethrower. Do I have a flamethrower? And that's a launcher.
Kill your cravings in the Circus of Value.
Yeah, I'm still a little salty about that because I lost all those hours. So now sometime either tonight or tomorrow I need to go through and fix it. Really? There we go.
You might hear things about me, see my name about, think what you will. There was a time I cared about politics, but it's just an excuse men use to kill one another. I'm done with all that. I just want to see the sunlight again.
It's a standard procedure!
I get it?
Neglecting, we'll make a day of it. I just adore the summertime.
Sorry, lady, I didn't mean to shoot you in the face with a shotgun. Accidents happen. You like buffalo? Hey Gus, how are you doing tonight? Boomstick. It is a boomstick. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been to Buffalo. This my boomstick. Hey, look, a cross space.
Go on then.
Oh no 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 no! Ah, I screwed up. I'm doing not too bad.
Take your paw and go. I'm giving everything. Everything.
Not doing too bad, Gus. How are you doing tonight? You enjoying the weather? Are you kidding me? That's the first time I've ever not been able to hack a safe. There we go. Jesus. That's some good stuff in it. $53. It's a nice view. I am not going out there. Oh, finally the alarm stopped. What have they really added to Buffalo? I mean, like I said, it's been a long time since I've been there. How nice is it nowadays? Does Buffalo have casinos?
She didn't fit in there. I don't care where she's
What's the matter, Mary?
Darling, is that you? You're kind.
Exploding rock? Oh, I gotta try this. Exploding. What's if I don't want to go through this door?
On the surface, I once bought a forest. The parasites claimed that the land belonged to God and demanded that I establish a public park there. Why? So the rabble could stand slack-jawed under the canopy and pretend that it was paradise earned. When Congress moved to nationalize my forest, I burnt it to the ground. God did not plant the seeds of this Arcadia. I did.
And this Ryan guy really doesn't like people to take advantage of anything they own. You said they built up the waterfront. Oh, that's cool. I'm not too far from Cleveland. We have a casino, and they continue to add stuff to the waterfront all the time, but Cedar Point's where it's at for the waterfront. We have a casino, but I wouldn't write home about it.
Show and run!
Holy moly! Where's this lady at? Sorry, lady. Yeah, I think every city's really trying to add more to their waterfront. They have it. I feel like everybody's just trying to improve and bring more business, and COVID really put a damper on everybody. It really put a damper on the economy too. I know a lot of people say that, you know, COVID caused a lot of these places to close, but I think it was the fact that once everything opened back up, nobody really wanted to go out. They got used to a new type of life. Oh, really? Yeah, I think I heard something about a new stadium being built. That's kind of cool. Are you kidding me? I was going to add my Discord channel, but I forgot I don't have mod rates rights on him yet. Oh wait, we came down this way. So on my Discord, I have like a show off area where you can like show off your town and all the cool stuff you guys do. I try to make that available to everybody. I'll have to fix that tonight. Yeah, I tried to make this a community. I've been working on, so I do video game shows. Like I go to these shows where like they're showcasing brand new video game stuff. Like brand new video games that haven't been released. I have a couple different ones on my computer that won't be released for quite some time. So trying to build a community of gamers, of people who like, you know, arts and crafts and miscellaneous stuff. Also doing model building. So there's a lot of things we're going to do with the channel. Slowly building it. Yeah, so the goal is to build a community of people who...
You people with the satellite!
It's a genetic vector that... Oh, look who I'm talking to. Could you find a sample of Rosa Gallica for me? Look in the grotto. I've been working on it this time.
The heck's what's a grotto? A grotto. Oh boy. Okay, well, let's go find a grotto. I feel like there's so many places I have yet to be. Like this way.
Level critical. Lockdown initiated. All bulkhead doors are now sealed.
Down City built to not let anyone out in the event of this kind of emergency. Either we get those trees back, or you're a permanent resident.
The minute we came here, Masha started screaming, "Mama, Mama, what is that? What is that?" I thought she was having some kind of seizure. And then I realized, trees. Never saw one before. Thought they were monsters. Oh, Sammy, maybe we never should have come to this place.
Has a rival fraction substance. Just the thermal signature. Huh. Why not? Alright, have a good night. You gonna be back tomorrow night? I might do an hour tomorrow night. Alright, well I hope the day goes well for you tomorrow. I really hope the day goes well for you tomorrow. Too hard.
Mr. Gallagher? Oh, what are you waiting for? An engraved invitation?
Hey, how are you,
Send us
Mr.
through the
Scary?
pneumo.
Send the room.
This is perfect. Perfect. Come on up to my office. I'm letting you in now. I think I've got just the thing to put the green back in this forest.
Yeah, I love this game. I played it a long time ago. I don't even know what year it was. I played this, StarCraft, Warcraft, StarCraft 2. Yeah, there's so many games I played back in the 80s and the 90s. A lot of them in the 90s. Regular Mario. I mean, yeah, console, as far as console stuff, Mario. Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis. Yeah, this was my childhood too. Oh, I won't put that. Yeah, whatever. Guess we'll take it that way.
Anything in this damn place those pagans won't steal? Paper towels, ink pots, witch hazel, chlorophyll solution, even my back issues of National Geographic. They're feathering their disgusting little shrines with it, I suppose. Sick bastards. Who says you can't teach an old hound new tricks? This batty plant woman spends 4 years coming up with ways to defoliate trees in the Pacific to scare out the Japs, and now here I am, down at the bottom of the Atlantic, trying to figure out how to do the same thing in reverse. Adam. It's bathtub gin times the atom bomb times Eve with a serpent. Let's go see what it can do.
made a business deal, you and I, did we not? Money changed hands. Let me read to you from the agreement. Section 3, subsection 4.
Mr. Ryan.
Ryan Industries maintains exclusive rights to the creation, use, and exploitation of the Lazarus Vector. Ownership of civilization.
Wait! No! Please!
Out in the ocean, back in the swamp.
Mr. Ryan!
9, 4, 5, 7. 9, 4, 5, 7. 4, 5, 7.
Every time we get a yard ahead, Ryan goes and moves the goal line down to the other side of the field.
9, 4, 5, 7.
What's the point of being a damn genius if the only ones around to appreciate it are a bunch of spliced up morons? I've cracked the vector. Or at least I'm 99% certain I have. I just need a bud of Rosa gallica to confirm my analysis. Distilled water, a bit of chlorophyll, and enzymes extracted from Apis mellifera. That's right, sweetheart. Honeybee spit.
Alright, we have a multi-part goal. Press M to see all parts and switch which one is active. Arrow map will guide you. Okay. Wait, what? Invent. How am I supposed to invent?
Animal! Oh, darling, 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 you shouldn't have.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Where the heck am I supposed to get that stuff from?
Arcadia is a big place, but mostly rural. If you're looking for something in particular, I'd start at the farmer's market.
The hell is that? Farmer's market.
buddy!
Damn. You blew him to the kingdom come.
This is my territory! It's those goddamn fanatics!
Oh, that ain't good. Really? I have no way of doing that. Ah, there we go. Where's the will, there's a way.
Welcome to the Circus of Value!
Farmers.
Attention, a new curfew will be enacted on Thursday. Citizens found in violation will be relocated to Apollo Square.
Farmers market.
Julie, my dear, I am trying to run a business here. You want to spend time with my honeybees? Well, I'm gonna have to start charging you for the pleasure. If I come out one more time and find you lolling out there amongst my hives, I'm grabbing my shotgun. As to your question, yes, my days in beekeeping school are a blur. But I do seem to remember something about that enzyme you keep blabbing on about.
Who needs to make it on Broadway?
Let's see, let's make an error save just because there's an automatic one, I just don't want to lose it. Oh, it's not like there's a rush anymore. What's his name? His wife and children are killed.
Oh, Mr. Cohen.
Oxygen is being depleted.
You're nothing but a wet...
harder, huh?
Welcome to the Circus of Value! Feel your cravings at the Circus of Value!
Man, that guy was fun.
Welcome to the Circus. Come back when you get some money, buddy. Feel your cravings at the Circus of Value.
Children, with their very long needles, their tuneless songs, their ghastly hair, their ghoulish Frankenstein fathers. But we've all placed our hand on the great chain of endeavor. My hand is on it. Fontaine's is on it. We all pull it and are pulled by it. Yes, these children are an abomination. But it is not my hand alone on the chain that created them. No. Their little fingers were right there, next to mine.
Good.
Mr. Ryan, please don't judge me. Please.
Time to go, Mr. B. Show us. You saved me.
Go ahead and save. Save to this one. Oh, let's see, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Always check the garbage can. What is that? Is that potato chips? Bread? That's where I need to go.
Dad, can you come get me?
Oh snap! Riley.
I'm good enough. Why don't you believe
me? Dr. Suchong, frankly, I'm shocked by your proposal. If we were to modify the structure of our commercial plasmid line as you propose, to have them make the user vulnerable to mental suggestion through pheromones, would we not be able to effectively control the actions of the citizens of Rapture? Free will is the cornerstone of this city. The thought of sacrificing it is abhorrent. However, we are indeed in a time of war. If Atlas and his bandits have their way, will they not turn us into slaves? And what will become of free will then? Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Do you have any idea what... Why isn't anyone there?
snap!
You think I can't get to you? Good enough. Why don't you believe it?
Come on in, boss.
I am good enough! Is this what you coming in? Come get me! Yeah, you're all Mark, huh? Come here, you. Nobody lays a hand. Come here.
In 10 years in this dump, I've come to accept a very low standard of life. But even at the bottom of this fish tank, a man must have standards. The pathetic Trudeau down at Morley Winery has started putting water to his terrible wine. Water! When I confronted him with this fatty, he tells me, Pierre, this is not to worry. The water, she is distilled. It could be worse. I could take it right from the ocean.
I mean, he could take it right from the ocean. That would probably be worse.
Welcome to the Circus of Value!
I mean, people have money.
The Little Sisters Orphanage. In troubled times, give your little girl the life that she deserves. Boarding and education, free of charge. After all, children are the future of culture.
You think I can't get to you? You're nothing!
Oh, yeah?
Oh, something nasty.
Out of the corner of her mouth is thick and green. Her filthy hair hanging in her face, dirty clothes, and that dead glow in her eye. I feel like I never felt before in my chest. Burning fury, I can barely breathe. Then suddenly I know.
Heard that.
It is not this child I hate.
Oh no. Oh, that hurt. Am I really out of ammo? Oh, this is not good. out. I need to see what I got. 41. 41 of those. That's kind of creepy. I'm pretty sure he's already completed. Hey, Ma. Oh, hey, Lolo Mo. I didn't realize you were subscribed. Thanks for the follow. And hey, my Hung Bull for the follow.
I'm sorry, Father. I'll do what you say. I'll do what you say.
Oh boy. There we go. Wow. That was a fun one.
I observe all his commandments. Observe all his commandments. I observe all his commandments. Jesus loves me, this I know.
Alright, let's continue.
For the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong.
Where are you? Where are you?
A rapture of the bottom of the ocean is our home, but it can also be a dangerous place. Any leak is a bad thing. Report any unexplained water fun.
Why do they wear those masks? Maybe there's a part of them that remembers how they used to be, how they used to look. And they're ashamed.
What the heck? What was that? Yeah, that's kind of cool, but that kind of really sucked. I definitely need more physicals. Tonics ready. I think that's what I have to do that here soon.
Adam acts like a benign cancer, destroying native cells and replacing them with unstable stem versions. While this very instability is what gives it its amazing properties, it is also what causes the cosmetic and mental damage. You need more and more Adam just to keep back the tide. From a medical standpoint, this is catastrophic. from a business standpoint, well, Fontaine sees the possibilities.
I hate these.
You.
I should save. Why?
money.
Run!
Trying to make this difficult for me.
Yeah, run! My dad was right about all you losers!
Smarter than Einstein. Struggled in Hercules, and like the fire with a snap of his finger. Are you as good as my daddy, mister? Not if you don't visit the Gatherer's Garden, you aren't. Smart daddies get sliced at the garden.
Explore Arcadia and the farm mountain. Okay, so farmers market. What about this? And the winery. Where the hell am I at right now? Okay, so I need to go up to the winery. Possibly over here and over here. Okay. So go out this door and go to the left. Got it.
Rumor is the tool of the parasite. Fontaine is dead. Blaster lives.
Okie dokie.
He's like something. Sorry, but I feel upset. We came to Rapture to get away from government muscling in on private business people.
The government council just takes stewardship of Fontaine future business until all Frank Fontaine crimes and rails against the people of Rapture are
Wait, what? I only have one round of that?
sorted out. Pretty soon, everything will be back to normal.
Well, that's
Remember, Mary, doubting the council only emboldens the bandits.
Let's see. Ding dong. Anything good? 2 distills and you know what? I will take those. Distilled water. Why do I feel like that's a trap?
I had hoped we placed them into vegetative state so they would be more pliable. I find being around them very uncomfortable. Even with those things implanted in their bellies, they are still children. They play. They sing. Sometimes they look at me. And they don't stop. Sometimes they smile.
Properly. His light shineth even down here in the murk.
Lazarus Vector. Now drop the Vector into a gadget called Central Misting Control. Then we'll be cooking with gas.
What? Oh no, that's not good. Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and play. Let's go ahead and save. This case. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and hit play on this.
Nailing the perfect marriage of story to gameplay is a science that many developers still struggle with today. BioShock has left an indelible mark on gaming narrative that can be seen and felt in many modern releases, but Irrational's motto remained from the beginning: don't start with the story, start with the gameplay. A lot of fans probably wonder about the process you go through in writing the story and the design for a game like BioShock. You've talked about how it evolves over time and what eventually ships is very different than your initial vision. Do you guys write like a script or a design document for the game, and that becomes sort of the Bible that everyone drives towards, or do you iterate much more?
It's different for every game. Like System Shock 2, I went back to it recently. I wrote a design document, and like we started that project in September, and the design document I saw was dated like October or something. So like in a month, like I wrote the design document, and it didn't change. A lot of it, got expanded upon, but the basic design really didn't change on that. Where on BioShock, I think it evolved in real time much more. Like we had a pretty substantial design shift, like a year before the ship date.
For BioShock?
BioShock, yeah. It got to be much more about the experience of being in Rapture than about being in your character sheet. And so the game evolved more towards that experiential kind of thing and making sure every idea was expressed in the world as well as just on your character sheet. So before you'd have a lot of things like, I'm doing fire damage or electrical damage, but that was sort of a number flying off ahead versus, the whole notion of like, there's barrels and you light them on fire and then you can pick them up and throw them.
But you'd have stats coming off characters and all that stuff?
Much more so.
Oh, really?
And that evolved, sort of, we did a design shift, but I don't know how well that got documented. I think we were moving so fast that we were just sort of changing things, laying down the tracks as we went right ahead of us. And the same with the screenplay, the screenplay, there is no screenplay. It's a bunch of, probably Excel files and fragments of Word documents that I'd write, and I'd go to recording sessions and I'd rewrite on the fly once I hear the actor perform, because once the actor takes on it, you listen to their voice and you say, what you wrote doesn't really matter. Like, what is the right thing for this actor playing this role to be saying? So I tend to do a lot of rewriting in the session, and then like you have a bug late at night where somebody says, oh, this doesn't make any sense, and you're like, oh God, you have to write a new audio log and try to get the actor back in, or you figure out what's the best way to get this idea across? Yeah. And is it an audio log? Is it a poster on the wall? Is it a piece of text that pops up on the screen? That's always dependent on how much time you have and what actor availability is. So, the plans sort of fall apart. I think we've worked on that a bunch since on the new project we're working on, where we are trying to document things a lot better and keep things a lot more logical, but the train was running so fast on BioShock that we just sort of...
Early on, we got the Andrew Ryan scene in, like we'd said before, and that was kind of like the keystone. Like, we're going to put a lot of work into this, so this can't change. Everything that happens before or after that don't really involve a lot of departments working together to make a scene, those things are very malleable, and if you need to change audio logs to represent a story, if you need to add lines or take away lines, that's very doable. And I think for a while we even had like text-to-speech.
We even did that, I remember for Infinite with Booker and Elizabeth and all their dialogue, and that really didn't work very well, because you'd have these dramatic scenes, and it'd be like, Elizabeth, we need to go to Comstock, and it just... Yeah. It almost had no value as far as I was concerned.
Atlas radioed on ahead. Says you were looking for an invite to the fisheries. Nuts, I say. But if you heads up to the Wharf Master's office and find old Peach a research camera, maybe I could manage an invite.
Ken has so much of, these games in his head, and you're sort of, you can keep it all straight, or try to, with all the different things and changes. But from the team perspective, Sean, because this is evolving and Ken's thinking in his head about how this all ties together, how does the team sort of keep up with, what the whole game is going to look like? There's a lot of specifics that can change. For instance, Atlas used to have a southern drawl. Right. And then, we recast to the Irish.
And we actually cast an actor, wrote the lines, did the whole thing, and realized that people hated that character and distrusted him from the first start. So we had to rewrite him, recast him, redo everything.
Yeah. From a team perspective, you kind of get a sense on which things are going to be really volatile and that you probably want to push off till later, because if you work on it now, it might change. Larger themes don't tend to change too much, meaning we knew we were in Rapture, we knew we had Big Daddies, we knew we had Little Sisters, we knew we had Splicers, we knew what the arc of the story was about Jack coming into Rapture, and the specifics of this radio log versus that radio log didn't really affect anyone outside the audio team at that time, because we could still build the environment. We still knew what the environment was. We still knew what the animations were. There are areas you learn just by working in the same space for a while that this scene I'm not touching this yet because I know that it's going to get changed a lot. I think these themes are pretty nailed down, so I'm going to focus the team on getting these things done.
I won't leave you twisting in the wind. We're gonna need to draw out of hiding, but you're gonna have to trust me.
The audio logs were, a great part of the game, and something that if you're a true fan, I mean, people really go in and listen to those and piece that all together. But I imagine there's a lot of work that goes into deciding, well, this is better for an audio log versus game dialogue, and there's the act of sort of cutting back and sort of saying, we need to be clear about what the narrative is for the game. What was that process like? I mean, the audio logs, were there things you added at the end, or were those, ideas that you had for the game, but then said, hey, maybe we'd demote these a little bit and make them audio logs?
As Sean was saying, there's sort of a hierarchy of expense that you have to face, and so any ideas you have to get across, especially as you start playing the game, you realize, well, this doesn't make sense, that doesn't make sense. You have to figure out how you can introduce that idea. And generally, as the train is moving, you try to think of cheaper and cheaper ways to get those ideas across. If it's less important, it goes to an audio log. If it's less important, it goes to a poster on the wall.
Well, there's also characters that you can bring in that have audio logs that aren't, Atlas, Tenenbaum, those are your big ones. You can bring in somebody to do a short, a few different audio logs. It's a character that some players may not even find, but
Right.
it adds a little bit of depth to Rapture.
And it also, usually each character generally is about a certain idea, and we don't just sort of come up with characters like we have an idea problem that we need to solve, and so let's introduce a character who's this guy, and he will be the guy who sort of shepherds you through that idea.
Julie, my dear, I am trying to run a business here. You want to spend time with my honeybees? Well, I'm gonna have to start charging you for the pleasure. If I come out one more time and find you lolling out there amongst my hives, I'm grabbing my shotgun. As to your question, yes, my days in beekeeping school are a blur, but I do seem to remember something about that enzyme you keep blabbing on about.
So as you're going through the game and, writing things, rewriting things, were there things with the original BioShock that you've always been surprised that more people didn't pick up on, or was there something that, a connection to a character you thought was really going to resonate with people, which, didn't? Anything like that?
No, it's the opposite. I was amazed, I don't know how you felt, but I was amazed how many people connected to the Would You Kindly stuff. Because I think it was when I wrote that speech, I don't think anybody on the team was like, oh my God, this is really this or that. And I don't think I really had any sense that people were going to connect to it. I think we ended up sort of over time finding more ways to support the notion throughout the game.
Yep.
And I don't think I really, until I heard Pat put together the revelation moment, where it's where you had all the bits that Atlas had said to you in the past building up, and then there was a visual that went along with that. That's when I realized it was going to be a really powerful moment. But even so, I still did I think people were really going to connect to it or really even understand it? Because it's pretty out there. And that it was meta commentary, too. I think that completely, I think I thought oh, it's kind of meta, cool. But people connected to it in a much bigger way.
Yeah, the choice to age and everything, and also just, being able to kind of roll back and think of all those other moments throughout the game. And so, a great revelation like that, they're few and far between in games where you sort of then you want to play it again, you're just oh wow, really, that does all make sense, right?
Yeah, I think as a team, we were definitely proud of what we had done. But up till that point, SWAT 4 was the biggest game that we worked on, and we had no expectation of that anybody would pick this up. Or even BioShock cosplay. I remember the first cosplay I saw with the guy in the Big Daddy suit, and his little daughter was in the kitchen cabinet. I think that was the first one I saw. I was like, what? Whoa, people know this stuff? That's insane.
Yeah, people were building these outfits, and that only expanded with Infinite. I mean, that sort of went crazy with Infinite, with people cosplaying Elizabeth and Luteces and Booker. It meant a lot to people, and I don't think that's something we ever saw coming, and we're deeply grateful for it, because it's one thing to make a game and get good reviews and stuff like that. It's another thing to have things that people are having their weddings themed around it, and their tattoos and naming their children after characters. You can't plan for that, and I think the only way that could happen is if you just make something that you're deeply in love with and passionate about. I can say we were. It was something there's a lot of passion on the team about, but we didn't know people were going to take away what they did.
Would you kindly? Would you kindly? Powerful phrase. Familiar phrase.
Would you kindly?
Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
Part of the challenge with that, though, is when people love fiction so much and they dive into, every word written in every audio log and try and connect all the fiction, make sure it all makes sense. Are there any things from that game that you sort of look back and say, like, oh, wow, like we didn't explain this and we should have, or things that fans have misinterpreted over the years?
There are things we think that we did that should have or shouldn't have been in the game. Like I was never a fan of having two endings, and I think
that's where the publisher was asking you to sort of have a.
That was the one thing that 2K, and they were very hands off. That was the one thing they insisted on, and it's not something I really thought was a good idea because they're still limited, even though they're multiple. They're still limited, and so that was something that we ended up doing. One of the endings was far better than the other one. I mean, there's no. It's clear that I was much more interested in the happier ending with the little sisters than I was with the nuclear submarine ending.
I'm sure part of it was the idea that if this game is, if you're making a choice throughout it, I'm sure when some old people are like, oh well, then it has to be a payoff, right?
Right. Except the game was really about lack
of
of choice. Not being a choice. So that always struck me as a tension that was weird, but look, at the end of the day, they were putting up a lot of money, and so I can't really complain. They weren't dictatorial at all during the development, so that was the one thing. But that's a game that I wouldn't have put the boss battle in, the final boss battle. Like we seem to end up doing that over and over and over again. Every time we start a project, I'm like, I'm never going to do that again. We're never going to do that again, and we end up doing it.
Right.
We're not good at boss battles, and that you're fighting that guy, and look, this is the naked dude. It just doesn't work.
Totally makes sense.
But and it works pretty well up till then, but then it doesn't. It just doesn't work. That boss battle's silly.
Hope you guys liked that. That was kind of fun, huh? Let's. Oh, shoebox for blue. I still can't pick that up. So the goal is to go up here, cross out, thing. Okay. Yeah. No hints. No hints. Yeah, we definitely don't do this yet.
Why have you forsaken me?
boy. Sorry, buddy.
Andrew Ryan asks you a simple question. Are you a man or a
Really? Really, lady? Now you gonna slow me up. Who's this way? Yeah, no. We're not doing that again.
You're that guy with the writing.
Going back to Arcadia, guys. We got another 43 minutes left in our stream, or when we get to the end of this, that'll be the end. Like once we transition. We gotta finish up Arcadia first.
Don't fight the inevitable. Run out of oxygen soon and then just go to sleep.
What the hell?
also a woman who's not afraid of turning a buck or two. Ryan said if I could boost profits in Arcadia, part of the up would ride on my hip. So I get to thinking, we're paying for oxygen when we got photosynthesizing trees. Hell, we can even sell the extra to the rest of the city and undercut the other guys. Ryan will like that for sure. Fontaine's people have moved into the O2 biz, tooth and claw.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll run on home. Oh, my buddy. Oh, I'm so sorry. You're pretty beat up. All these big daddies.
death didn't provide a clear enough lesson to you. Perhaps this will suffice.
hill to get the buses fixed. Next stop is Ryan's house. It's time for blood.
So far, so good. Definitely got the herd.
Why are you so resistant to the traditional methods of separating a man from his soul? You're not CIA, are you? You belong to Atlas, the one roach I can't seem to exterminate. Don't worry. I just need time to find the proper poison. I believe in no God, no invisible man in the sky. But there is something more powerful than each of us, a combination of our efforts, a great chain of industry that unites us. But it is only when we struggle in our own interest that the chain pulls society in the right direction. The chain is too powerful and too mysterious for any government to guide. Any man who tells you different either has his hand in your pocket or a pistol to your neck.
I think that's where I'm supposed to go. Shalom. Shalom. for Frolic. I got 10 more minutes, guys.
You're almost there. The Spirit Orion is up on ahead. Ryan's handed the keys to Fort Frolic over to a guy named Sander Cohen. Cohen's an artist, says some. He's a Section 8, says I. I've seen all kinds of cutthroats, freaks, and hard cases in my life. But Cohen, he's a real lunatic. The guy's a whole psychopath.
He's auto hack. Oh wow. Beautifully done game.
So, you think you're getting out of here?
Damn it. Huh?
How much is that doggy in the doggy in the doggy in the
Try again. This juice box sucks. Break this down. Wow, this is weird.
That's better. Atlas Ryan. Atlas Ryan. Da 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 da. Time-wise, you could get something decent on the radio. The artist has a duty to seduce the ear and delight the spirit. So say goodbye to those two blowhards, and hello to an evening with Sander Cohen.
No, I haven't seen a sign of real life down here in months. Let's see if you're just another Johnny-come-lately, or maybe something more delicious.
Sorry, let me try again!
Come on! I just want to talk! Come
I'm a star, not you!
You sound just like... You only make me possible. Leave me alone! Don't make me difficult!
You're jealous, jealous! Come where I can see you!
No, thank you.
Oh, smell the malt vinegar in this one. I've waited so long for something tasty to come to this little burg, but all that pass are yokels and rubes. Where are my manners? Come in! Come in! Sander Cohen awaits you at the Fleet Hall. Oh.
Well, before I come to see you.
Welcome to the Circus of Value!
Hey babe, can you give me a milk? Save.
Kill your cravings at the Circus of Value!
Welcome to Fort Frolic. No need to thank me for jamming the transmissions of those boors, Atlas and Ryan. Let them have their squabble. The artist, yes, the artist knows there is richer earth to till. For example, I test you, little moth, but for a reason. I test all my disciples. Some shine like galaxies, and some burn like a moth at the flame. Come now, into my home.
Oh, you want me to try to hack it? Nah. Yeah, I know what they are, but I don't know how to hack it or anything. Well, that sucks. people.
Stood up again. Second time this week. Ever since my face was... Well, Steinman worked on me, but it was never the same since the blast. Being alone so much gives a girl time to think. Who could hate me so much they'd ruin me like this? What did I do to them? You know, I keep thinking of all them bandits and terrorists Ryan's got locked up in Palo Square, and I get so mad. Sometimes I can hardly breathe. If I could only confront them, tell them what they did to me, how they're ruining everything for me, for Rapture, maybe I'd feel better.
Maybe. Oh, let's see. I need that slot more than anything. That burns. Figure out what's going on. God dang it. Oh, this is dumb. There's no way to do this one.
insult of all the worthy artists in Rapture, why you continue to devote column inches to this musical gremlin is beyond my imagination. Where she is not derivative, she's boring. Where she's not boring, she's obvious. Where she's not obvious, she's dangerous.
How did I get there? Go to Fleet Hall. Fleet Hall Theater. Okay. So how do I get there?
Please help someone more.
shocked at the cold blood that oozes out of these autistic types. This broad Culpepper and that fruit job Code are in some kind of feud. And Code is looking for my security detail to pick sides. The next thing I know, I'm called into Ryan's office to talk about the whole mess. Goddamn nut job artists.
Let's load. Yeah, let's go back. I don't want to.
Welcome to Fort Frolic. No need to thank me for jamming the transmissions of those boors, Atlas and Ryan. Let them have their squabble. The artist, yes, the artist knows there is richer earth to till. For example, I test you, little moth, but for a reason. I test all my disciples. Some shine like galaxies, and some burn like a moth in a flame. Come now,
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
Stood up. since my face was... Well, Steinman worked on me, but it was never the same since the blast. Being alone so much gives a girl time to think. They'd hate me so much, they'd ruin me like this. What did I do to them? You know, I keep thinking of all them bandits and terrorists Ryan's got locked up in Paula Square, and I get so mad. Sometimes I can hardly breathe. If I could only confront them, tell them what they did to me, how they're ruining everything for me, for Rapture, maybe I'd feel better.
You won't lock us in, old man? Oh, that's fine with cops. I used to love you. I used to think you're a musical genius. You know why? Because you paid my rent, you ancient hack. Come on to the record store. I'll show you what I think you're plinkety plink plink.
I want to take the ears off, but I can't. I hop, and when I hop, I never get off the ground. It's my curse, my eternal curse. I want to take the ears off, but I can't. It's my curse. It's my fucking curse. I want to take the ears off. Please, take them off. Please.
Happy will be at the other sea. Leave me alone!
I've worked the meatball beat in Little Italy, and even I'm shocked at the cold blood that oozes out of these artistic types. This broad Culpepper and that fruit job Cohen are in some kind of feud. And Cohen's looking for my security detail to pick sides. The next thing I know, I'm called into Ryan's office to talk about the whole mess. Goddamn nut job artists. I've worked the meatball beat in Little Italy, and even I'm shocked at the cold blood that oozes out of these artistic types. This broad Culpepper and that fruit job Cohen are in some kind of feud. And Cohen's looking for my security detail to pick sides. The next thing I know, I'm called into Ryan's office to talk about the whole mess. Goddamn nut job artists.
I bet he tried to sell me on those fancy Oxford Club CDs. No thanks. I told her I'm a nicotine man. Always will be. Why? They smoke good and don't cost half a damn. Who cares if the things are made out of seashells and fish eggs?
Gotta be rich down here to meet a lady. I can control. I'm real. I just want some company.
Regarding your review of Anna Culpepper's latest musical insult, of all the worthy artists in Rapture, why you continue to devote column inches to this musical gremlin is beyond my imagination. Where she is not derivative, she's boring. Where she's not boring, she's obvious. Where she's not obvious, she's dangerous.
Could you possibly think I would meet with my public now, when I'm preparing? Unbelievable.
Go to Fleet Hall. Okay. Well, I'm at Fleet Hall. And I can't get into Fleet Hall. Well, well guys, this is where the stream's gonna end for the night. I gotta think about this, try to figure out if I'm missing something. You know, I'm pretty sure I'm not. I said I should supposed to buy tickets, but yeah, let's see. I don't see it. Okay, that's closed. Closed.
Trick the security system. Set security bots and turrets on your enemies.
Nobody allowed backstage prior to showtime. Little off. Fidgety, fidgety, fidgety.
I'm not a bad person! Come on! I just want to talk to someone! Come back! Get it out!
Here's what we're going to save for the night, because I am completely out of ideals. So thanks guys again for joining me tonight. I hope everybody had a great time. I will possibly be on for an hour tomorrow. Not very long. 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for probably about an hour. Thanks again. Have a good night, guys.